I'm here with Wendell Parks and Recreation Director, Jeff Pulaski. Jeff, latest creation, latest thing we've got here is this wonderful playground in our background. Kids have been loading up and coming every day.
They have.
It's a great thing for the park. Could you tell us a little bit about that, how we got it, and maybe what's the next stage for Wendell Parks and Rec?
Sure. This was the first phase of the Parks and Recreation Trust Fund grant that we received last October. This was the first phase of a $556,000 park improvement project. The playground was originally supposed to be about a $90,000 playground, and we received another grant to help fund that portion of the grant. So now we have a $130,000 piece behind us that does meet all ADA requirements. It has a handicap accessible swing and also has an expression swing, which was also called the Mommy and Me swing, where mothers and children can swing at the same time. At
the same time, which is really, really cool. Now, the reason for getting a new playground, people used to say, well, you had one down at the bottom next to the picnic shelter. You're a playground inspection guy. What's the deal with that playground? Where's it going, or are we just getting rid of it?
Yeah, it's going to just have to go away. It doesn't meet current standards. The first thing that you notice, the sand is in that playground. Sand is no longer an acceptable fall surface. The new playground has a fabricated wood mulch. Also, rubberized tires are being used nowadays, but sand is a no-go for obvious reasons. That playground was also not an ADA standard playground, which had no ground level activities for anyone with a disability. So it will be condemned and then taken out, and we're planning to put like a beach volleyball court down there since the sand is currently already there.
Very nice, very nice. So beach volleyball coming to Wendell Parks and Rec very soon. Also, the colors of this structure. Anything behind those?
Yeah,
Looks like
when I sat down with the designer, I really wanted the green and blue in. She said typically they go with a third color, so we did add in the yellow, but we did want to keep that blue and green into the park to just kind of show a little park unity with some of the new signage that we have here at the park as well.
Well, I know it's a wonderful structure. Again, I think the kids have been out every day. It stays packed on the weekends. It stays packed during the week. The track out kids really love it that we have now. So that's what we have now. What can we look for possibly in the future?
Eventually, we would like a picnic shelter up there with some new restrooms, but that's going to be a future plan further on down the way. The part of grant's going to pick up with a walking track around these two ball fields.
Oh, wow.
And we're also going to put a smaller track around the playground, so moms, instead of sitting and watching kids, can get up and exercise a little bit.
Oh, man.
We're also going to be putting in a multi-purpose field, which will be behind the community center here. Okay. That will be for soccer, lacrosse, or field hockey. It will be lit and irrigated and sodded, so that's going to be a nice addition to the park as well. And we'll be paving the top parking lot here, so we'll be doing away with the grass and putting in numbered slots for parking.
That was one of your biggest accomplishments to date as a Parks and Recreation Director. You were really the front runner of why we got that grant.
Sure.
That grant is going to do a lot for this park.
It is.
And you talk about a multi-purpose field, and the reason why you mentioned those three things is, from what I understand, it's something like a point system. So we're trying to bring in new programming, and that would certainly be new to this area.
It is. The grant was basically written off a master plan, which the town of Wendell had done a couple years ago from the students at East Carolina University. And from that grant, the public gets to say, hey, we need some of these things. And it also gets to plug our numbers into the national standards and see where we're lacking. The things that we're implementing with this grant were things that people showed an interest in and things we were behind a little bit in. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely getting our Parks and Recreation Department up to par where we should be, and then setting us up for any future grants that we will need.
That was fantastic. Jeff, thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Thank you for all that you're doing with Wendell Parks and Rec.
It's always a pleasure.
And we look forward to what's coming soon. I'm here with Morgan Piner. Morgan Piner has a wonderful dance program at the Wendell Community Center. It's for people of all ages. Morgan, can you tell me about these dance classes on Mondays and Wednesday nights?
Yes, so I offer dance classes at the Wendell Community Center on Monday and Wednesday nights from ages 4 and up. I even offer adult dance classes on Mondays at 7 p.m. There's no dance experience needed. Each class is $5 per dancer. There's no long-term commitment. Come when you feel like it. If you don't feel like it, that's okay too. There's no recitals or costumes. It's just fun.
It's just fun, and it's a low cost for kids to start learning these wonderful little dances. Can you tell us a little bit about the dance that they'll learn? Is it like a group dance? Is it something that they may learn in school?
Right.
What are we looking at here?
Good. So I offer ballet, jazz, and hip hop, and each class is different, so nobody ever feels left out or behind, anything like that. I do a little bit of technique in each class, so basic things as pointing our toes and basic dance steps that you'll hear at a big studio, but then I also put together a combination, which is a small dance. So each class we have, they do a small dance as well as learn some technique.
So at the end of each class,
Yes.
you're learning, and then at the end of each class, you kind of put it all together,
Yes.
and then you kind of put down what you just learned.
Exactly. We put all those steps we might have learned or all those new techniques we learned that day, and we put it together into a dance.
Now, can you come back the next week? Like you said before, it's not really a commitment, but you come back the next week and you're kind of continuing where you left off. It's a new dance,
Yes.
but it's not exactly what you did the last
Exactly. I kind of recycle some of my dances, but each dance class is different and new techniques, or even reviewing techniques if you've been there the class before.
Could you tell us why it's important for the little ones maybe to take your dance class?
Yes, so a lot of them are trying to figure out what they like right now. A lot of parents don't want to put them into a full studio at this time, but it's for small children, it's a social thing too. They're interacting with others, they're learning flexibility and dexterity and things like that. So it's a really good environment for children to learn, to see if they like dance.
Well, last question is, could you tell us a little bit about your background and why you're the perfect person to teach this? Because your personality just blossoms in the atmosphere of teaching dance.
Sure. Well, I'm a Wendell native, and I went to Massey School of Dance in Zebulon, North Carolina. I went on to go to NC State, where I did a bunch of musical theater, won some musical theater awards there. So I've danced a lot, I've been in front of people a lot, acted, all of the above.
And you do a great job with the kids. And thank you so
you.
much for being a part of Wendell Recreation. If we want to know how to take these dance classes and have some questions, could you just tell them how to get in touch with you?
Yes, you can email me at pinerdance@gmail.com. That's PINERDANCE@gmail.com. Or you can always contact the Wendell Community Center.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'm here with Melissa Leahy. Melissa is a PIO instructor, which is the latest and greatest craze in fitness activity. She is doing that at the Wendell Community Center on Monday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. Melissa, tell us a little bit about PIO and why it's so cool.
PIO is awesome because everyone can benefit from PIO. You combine strength, flexibility, cardio. Everybody needs PIO in their lives. I've been doing it for about a year. I have definition that I never had doing anything else, and I've played sports my whole life and have done a little bit of everything.
So how did you get involved with PIO? What made this your go-to?
It kind of spoke to me. I've done a lot of Beachbody DVDs, Tony Horton, and then Shalene Johnson developed PIO. She developed it because she wanted to increase her flexibility, but couldn't hold yoga poses very long, so she combined Pilates and yoga. That's how we get PIO. And through Beachbody, I learned about her, started doing the DVDs, and it said, if you love it, you got to teach it. And it spoke to me, and I'm teaching it, and I love it.
So you have to become certified to teach PIO.
You do have to become certified. Not anyone can just teach PIO. You have to go and take a very long course, and yes.
And I know you got certified.
And I'm also a certified personal trainer, so.
Yes, and then you came in, I guess we started around January. Which it's been successful. There are many people that are coming and trying your new fitness craze.
I've been very excited at the turnout that I'm getting here at the Wendell Community Center.
And tell us a little bit about what it cost and how long it lasts, and then what kind of workout you're going to get.
Well, every Monday night at the Wendell Community Center from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Hour long, only $5. So that's a deal, $5. You get an hour long class, and you're going to burn a ton of calories and build some muscle in the process.
It's very good.
And have
Do
a lot
they
of
need to
fun.
bring anything? Do they need to bring like yoga
If they
mat?
have a yoga mat, definitely bring it. I always have some extras. We have some extras here, but if you have your own yoga mat, that's great. We do it bare feet, or you can do it in sneakers, so you don't really need a lot. come and have some fun. It's very music-based too, so we pump the music and we have a lot of fun.
It's fun watching you ladies do it. I know it's not just for ladies, it is for guys and anybody
Oh
that
yeah,
can come in and want to get a
guys
good
would
workout.
definitely benefit. Football players, basketball, anyone that really honestly, when I said in the beginning, everyone needs PiYo in their life, everyone truly does. You will increase your performance in any sport you play by doing PiYo.
Thank you, Melissa, so much, and we look forward to seeing you at the community center for the newest craze PiYo class.
Thank you.